Greetings. We're going to have a look at another artifact from this book, Les Peintres de l'Égypte ancienne, which means the painters of ancient Egypt. We're going to look at page 24. So we have this vault here, which comes from the tomb of Hai, TT 267. We have a fair bit of glyphs that we went through. And when I say we, I'm talking about the people who take the Medu Nature classes. Some of you are not taking classes with me. You may have learned on your own or with some other Medu Nature teacher. Hopefully, they are not practicing magic Medu Nature. So, that's the sage. That's the cone of bread. That's the altar with the two phonetic complements. And here we have horakti of the determinative of the nature. Now this word here, just the loaf of bread, and I forgot if it's a sledge, but this is the name. I'm sorry, this is the name of a quite important nature, and it's the first time that I see that name written with the phonetic complement. Now this is the animal rib. This is one of the uniliteral. You have it on the chart. Now, you do have the link to the hieroglyphic science according to Gardner. And when I say you do have the link, I'm in the description of this video. So we do have, once again, the determinative for the nature. We have the basket. We have the two tag glyph, so you know which form it is in. Now, those who take the classes might recognize that glyph, particularly since we have the vase or the pot along with it. This is the nude glyph, reference 049 if I'm not mistaken. So the column is a triliteral, and I give you a clue. It starts with the letter I, or some may use J. So it's a triliteral, and this we know has two phonetic values, where here the phonetic value is the one that starts with the N. So this is a name in Medu Nature of a very, very famous ancient Egyptian city. Now we have the Redi or D. We do have one suffix pronoun, which is a plural one. Now this word here is not exactly the same as this one here. And we know it because of that glyph here. But many of you have not seen that word yet, Now, we do have the mark of the plural. Now, it doesn't look like it here, but this is actually the heel, which is a uniliteral. Now, you know this uniliteral very well. It's easily recognizable, as well as that one. And that one here is a determinative. So, some of you may have seen that word, others not, but those who take the classes and went far enough, we've seen that word. Now, very early in the classes, we do learn that word, you see? So you should know what it means, because remember, the misnomer Book of the Dead, where this is what we hear first. Then we have the animal rib again, it's a uniliteral, and then you have the same name of a very famous ancient Egyptian city, okay? Now, we're going to skip this. We have N. We have the basket. You know what it stands for. Now, it appears that it's the plural form. We've seen that word here. It may not look like it, but this glyph and this glyph are actually the same as this one. So, all three of them make up one word. Then we have N, K, N. For the car off, and we can see the I in the throne. So already you know that's the name of a very famous nature. A lot of time you do have the determinative, and maybe that little thing here is the tip or the end of the beard. But as long as you have the I in the throne, you already know who it is. And I almost forgot that part, but some of you may have not seen it, but Jed Medu in and we have N. Now, N can mean many different things. My bad. Jed Meduin. And then we have the name of a very famous nature. All right. You have all uniliteral, so it's very easy to tell what it is. You even have its determinative, but this time with that frail. A lot of time we don't see the frail. Then we have the basket again. You know that glyph. Many times you see it without the 3 dots at the bottom. Now, I'm not sure if this is the horns. It looks like it, but I'm not 100% sure. So you have a fair bit to practice with here. All right. Remember, go through the vocabulary. Every now and then, it will be useful. Okay. Now, I think it's the first time I see the nature glyph within this, I don't know if I should call it enclosure. But personally, that's the first time I see it inside of this thing here. So I'm not familiar with that one. I don't know every single glyphs. There are hundreds. All right. So stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to, bada necheru, I will holler back at you. I don't argue, I state facts. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Do I to do a necheru hotel.